What if the reason you can't lose belly fat has nothing to do with your diet? What if everything you've been told about burning fat while you sleep is backwards? And what if 3 ingredients sitting in your kitchen right now could change everything, but only if you use the right ones? If you are struggling with stubborn belly fat, there's one nighttime drink that might actually help. But unfortunately, for some people, drinking this tea can actually be dangerous. Curious if you might be affected? Keep watching to find out. Today, I'm about to reveal the 3 simple ingredients that work together while you sleep deeply and stick around until the end, where I'll show you the easiest way to make a powerful elixir to burn visceral fat and sleep like a baby. Before we begin, show your support by giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel. What part of the world are you watching from? Leave your comment below. Ingredient 1: valerian herb. Everyone knows chamomile. It's what grandmothers recommend. It's gentle, pleasant, and mostly ineffective for real sleep problems. Valerian works differently. The compound that matters is valeric acid. It connects with GABA receptors in the brain, the switches that tell your nervous system to wind down. But the interesting part isn't just falling asleep. It's what happens during slow-wave sleep, those deep phases where your body does actual repair work. During these hours, cells burn fat more efficiently. Metabolism recalibrates. The Romans called this plant valeri, to be well, because their doctors noticed what modern sleep studies confirm. Quality sleep changes how the body handles fat storage. There's a dangerous myth worth destroying here, that sleeping less makes you more productive. The opposite is true. Without adequate sleep, ghrelin rises and leptin falls. Translation: uncontrolled hunger, satiety that never comes, and a metabolism that hoards every calorie like it's preparing for famine. Valerian doesn't just help people fall asleep. It increases the specific type of sleep where fat burning happens. Research has shown that extracts from the aerial portions of Valeriana dagellatiana exhibit anti-obesity properties in animal models, effectively decreasing weight gain and reducing fat accumulation in both body tissues and the liver. Ingredient 2: cinnamon. Here's where most people get it wrong. They hear cinnamon helps burn fat and grab whatever brown powder is in their spice rack. This is a mistake that could damage their liver. Cassia cinnamon, the cheap, dark brown kind in every supermarket, contains high levels of coumarin. 1 teaspoon daily exceeds safe limits. Regular consumption can cause liver damage. This isn't a maybe, it's documented. Ceylon cinnamon, true cinnamon, contains up to 200 times less coumarin. The color is lighter, almost golden. The aroma is gentler, sweeter. This is the one that can be consumed daily without worry. But why cinnamon at all? The active compound is cinnamaldehyde. It does something fascinating in the intestine. It selectively feeds beneficial bacteria that produce short-chain fatty acids. These acids are messengers that tell the body to burn fat instead of storing it. The mechanism gets more interesting. Cinnamaldehyde interferes with lipogenesis, the creation of new fat cells. The body constantly creates new fat cells, especially in the abdomen. Ceylon cinnamon puts a brake on this factory. It doesn't destroy existing fat cells. It just makes forming new ones harder. Here's what expensive supplements don't do. Improve leptin sensitivity. Leptin is the hormone that signals satiety. When it works correctly, you eat the right amount. When it fails, hunger never stops. Half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon in a nighttime drink does what most fat burners can't. The challenge is finding it. Stores stock cassia because it's cheaper and the flavor is stronger. But for liver health and actual fat loss, the label needs to specifically say Ceylon cinnamon or true cinnamon. It costs more. The liver will appreciate the investment. Ingredient 3: apple cider vinegar. Apple cider vinegar went from salad dressing to health phenomenon without much scrutiny. Does it actually work, or is it just clever marketing? The active component is acetic acid. A tablespoon diluted in water before bed travels through the digestive tract, creating subtle but measurable changes. First, it improves how cells respond to insulin. Think of insulin as a key opening cell doors for sugar to enter. Acetic acid oils those locks. Doors open more easily. Sugar goes where it should, instead of converting to fat. The more interesting mechanism involves an enzyme called AMPK, the master switch of metabolism. When activated, the body prefers burning fat to storing it. The metabolism shifts from saver mode to spender mode. This happens primarily during sleep hours. A Japanese study tracked overweight participants for 12 weeks. The group taking apple cider vinegar lost 2 kilograms more than the control group, but the location mattered more than the number. Visceral fat, the dangerous kind surrounding organs. Their triglycerides also decreased, all from 1 or 2 tablespoons daily. The myth that needs destroying: vinegar isn't a magical fat burner. It doesn't melt fat like butter on a hot pan. It creates conditions for the body to use its reserves. It facilitates the work. It doesn't do the work itself. Satiety is another benefit. Acetic acid sends signals to the brain that register as satisfaction. That nighttime hunger-driving refrigerator raids at 11 p.m. calms down. Sleep comes without the internal battle between hunger and willpower. Morning appetite returns as actual hunger, not anxiety-driven eating. Critical safety note: never consume it undiluted. The acidity can damage tooth enamel and burn the esophagus. Always dilute in water. Rinse the mouth afterward. In a nighttime infusion, 1 tablespoon per cup is the sweet spot. Enough benefit, minimal risk. A bottle of organic apple cider vinegar costs less than €5 and lasts months. Look for one labeled with the mother. That cloudy sediment at the bottom contains the beneficial enzymes and bacteria that enhance its effects. How to prepare the scientific elixir to burn visceral fat and sleep like a baby. Ingredients: valerian, 1 level teaspoon of dried root, or 1 pure bag. No blends, okay? Ceylon cinnamon, half a teaspoon of powder. Look for it in health food stores. It's not that common cinnamon. Apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon. It has to be organic. How to make it: put the valerian and cinnamon in the cup. Add the vinegar on top, then pour hot water, but not boiling. Wait about 4 minutes after boiling. Stir in circles and cover the cup with a small plate. Let it steep for about 10 to 15 minutes covered. This is important so you don't lose the essential oils. Then just strain if needed and drink. When to drink it? Half an hour before bed allows valerian to begin its relaxing effect, vinegar to start modulating nighttime glucose, and cinnamon to prepare metabolism for its overnight work. Drink it sitting down, relaxed, without TV or phone. The taste is kind of weird at first, sweet, acidic, and bitter at the same time, but you get used to it. Consistency determines results. Benefits appear after 3 to 4 weeks of regular use. The microbiota needs time to adapt. Sleep patterns need time to regulate. Metabolism needs time to respond. Precautions and contraindications. Who should not take this infusion? This nighttime infusion, combined with movement habits, creates a powerful routine. But here's the critical part. For some people, this seemingly innocent drink could be dangerous. You need to know if that includes you. Valerian warnings. If you take sleep meds, anti-anxiety pills, or antidepressants, stay away from valerian. It amplifies these drugs unpredictably. The same goes for drowsy allergy medicines. Combining them with valerian can knock you out for up to 12 hours. Pregnant or nursing, this isn't for you. Valerian gets into your bloodstream, crosses the placenta, and shows up in breast milk. We don't have enough research on safety for babies, and probably safe isn't good enough when it's your child. Got surgery coming up? Stop valerian at least 2 weeks before. It messes with anesthesia in ways doctors want to avoid: prolonged sedation, weird wake-up reactions, blood pressure issues, and if your liver's compromised in any way, fatty liver, hepatitis, anything, don't touch this. Your liver needs to be working perfectly to process valerian's compounds. Cinnamon cautions. Ceylon cinnamon is the safer type, but it still has boundaries. Allergic reactions happen rarely. Watch for itching, swelling, or trouble breathing. And don't go overboard thinking more is better. Stick to half a teaspoon. Taking diabetes medication? Be careful here. Cinnamon boosts those meds, which sounds great until your blood sugar crashes hard. Hypoglycemia is serious. You get dizzy, confused, you could pass out. Track your glucose closely and talk to whoever manages your medication. Vinegar risks. Apple cider vinegar attacks your tooth enamel, and that stuff doesn't grow back, ever. Use a straw and rinse your mouth right after drinking. But don't brush immediately. The acid softens your enamel temporarily, and brushing just scrapes it away. Have stomach issues like gastritis, reflux, or ulcers? Skip this entirely. Vinegar is straight acid hitting an already angry stomach lining. Not worth it. Now tell me in the comments, are you going to try this drink? If you found this video helpful, please type yes in the comments below. I also encourage you to check out these 2 videos we selected especially for you. Thanks for watching.